Did you put away the leftovers, Sally? I want to make sure we haven't left anything behind. I did, but was that really allowed? I thought the caterers would get to keep them. We hired private caterers for that exact reason. You need to start reading up on this stuff. After all, you'll be planning your own wedding soon. Sorry, what? Did I miss something? I'm not even in a relationship. But you will be soon enough, right? You're nearly 30. Isn't it about time you start thinking about creating a family of your own? No. I mean, 30 isn't even that old. Plenty of people get married even later in life. Your little sister got married at 25. Do you know how embarrassing it was to tell our friends and family that my Regina was getting married before her older sister? You need to catch up so that you can at least be the first one to have kids. Seriously, do we really have to do this? Mom, I know you come from a family of very traditional values, but I always thought you were more open-minded. Who cares if Regina has a baby before I do? She may be younger, but we have different priorities in life right now. Well, I don't think not wanting my daughter to live her life as a spinster makes me old-fashioned. I just want you to be happy, and marriage will help you become just that. Says who? Everyone in our family. Take your aunt and uncle. They were both so independent, yet so lonely and miserable. The day they got married, their demeanors changed completely. Now they are happy as can be with their kids. Nothing will ever compare to the joy that comes from having a loving family. I'm happy for them, but that still doesn't change anything. I'd be more understanding of you saying these things if I had a boyfriend, but I am single. Who'd I even marry? Shouldn't you be asking me to find a boyfriend first? You don't have to do that. Why not? Because I've already found him for you. Isn't that great? You can thank me later. I don't understand what you're talking about. I'll tell you, but you have to promise you won't get angry. I promise I'll try. You know my high school best friend Andrea, right? Yes. Well, she has a wonderful son. He's a handsome, polite, hard-working young man, and we think he'd be a great match for you. He's 2 years older than you are, and he's in medical school, so you can add extremely intelligent to the list of his many admirable qualities. I can't believe what I'm reading. And who's we? Your father and I. His family's also really excited about the potential union. Dad's in on this too? Are you really trying to arrange a marriage for me in this day and age? We're not arranging a marriage, we're arranging a date for the two of you to talk and get to know each other better. Maybe once you've seen how compatible you two are, you'll think about getting married. I'm not doing that. I can't go on a date with some stranger my parents picked out for me. You went on a blind date with some random guy your friend set you up with. How is this any different? It'll be just like any other blind date. If anything, this is better. We know you well enough to know who you'd like to spend the rest of your life with. Well, that was different. My friends know a lot more about my interests and hobbies. Are you implying that I don't know my own daughter well enough to find her a good suitor? There are a lot of things people don't share with their parents that they speak freely about with their friends. Besides, I moved out years ago. I've changed. You're breaking my heart, Sally. I'm only trying to help you out. I'm sure you'll love him. Sorry, I just don't see that working out. I get it. You do? Yes, you just need some time to warm up to the idea. Mom, no. So, how's married life treating you? Oh, it's everything I've ever dreamed of and more. Everything's going great. I'm so happy to hear that. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks since we got married, and we're still very much in our honeymoon phase, but I firmly believe these positive sentiments are going to last. I'm truly over the moon. Now you're making me envious. You know, Sally, if you want to find love, you have to take the first step and actually start looking for it. You can't just sit at home and hope your future husband shows up knocking at your door. I don't know why, but I feel like I've had no luck when it comes to dating. I haven't gone out with a single person I see myself spending the rest of my life with. Well, maybe it's because you're looking for love in the wrong places. Dating apps don't exactly attract people who are looking for long-term commitments. Perhaps you should give a more traditional approach a try. Did Mom put you up to this? It's about her friend's son, isn't it? She's been bugging me non-stop, and now you're also taking her side? All I'm saying is he might not be that terrible of an option. Mom would never want you dating someone awful. Plus, it's just one date. Even if it ends up being a complete flop, it's not the end of the world. Also, I know this was supposed to be a blind date, but come on, just look at his picture. Okay, I'll admit he's good looking. But still, it's not like I can put my weekend plans on hold to go out with a virtual stranger. If we'd had a chance to speak beforehand, perhaps I'd have considered doing it. I know a way to make that happen. You do? I'll ask Mom to give you his number. You can message him and see if you end up getting along. What if he's one of those guys who hates when women show any kind of initiative? If that's true, it'll just save you time since you'll know immediately that you aren't meant to be together. All right, you've convinced me. I guess a simple text wouldn't hurt. Great, give me a second. I'll send you his number. Hello, this is Sally. Your mother must have told you about me.
Yeah.
You're Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
So, what are your interests or hobbies?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mother mentioned you were in med school. How is that?
It's okay.
Well, I'm an accountant.
Sounds boring. No offense.
Right, so, goodbye?
Is that it? Okay. Bye, strange lady.
Oh my god, he's a nightmare! What? Why? What did he say? He barely said anything, and to be honest, it would have gone better if he'd never said anything at all. He was completely uninterested in me and replied with one-word answers in the most juvenile manner. Oh, that can't be right. Are you sure you gave him a fair amount of time to open up to you? What's that supposed to mean? I should have stopped texting him after the second yeah, but I still decided to give it my all to strike up a conversation. I think he had more than enough time to open up to me. I'm just really confused, that's all. Perhaps it's just a simple misunderstanding. Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me a moment. I'll call Mom. Maybe she can figure this out. Please make sure she understands what an awkward situation he put me in. Sure. Sally, Regina told me what happened. I assure you it was all a big misunderstanding. How is it a misunderstanding? Isn't this the phone number you gave to Regina? As you can see, the texts came from his number. Well, yes, that's true, but he wasn't the one who was texting you. It was his younger brother. Well, that sounds like a lazy excuse. He wants nothing to do with me, so let's just forget this and move on. Please, just give him one more chance. His mother said he felt awful and wanted to apologize to you. No, getting humiliated once was more than enough. How about this? Talk to him once more, and if you still don't see eye to eye, I'll leave your love life alone for good. Deal? Deal. Regina, could you send me the text conversations between you and your ex? Why? We broke up ages ago. I need them to practice being an unbearable girlfriend. Hey, that's just rude. I was only 15. But it's the truth. He broke up with you in 2 days, right? Maybe I can get Gabriel off my back in one. Didn't you say he seemed uninterested? He'll probably leave without you being hostile toward him. Yes, but Mom says he felt awful and wanted to apologize to me. I'm not taking any chances. But what if you really were texting his younger brother? At noon? On a school day? It's such a blatant lie. He could have been skipping school. I gave him a chance and he blew it. I'll put an end to this at once tonight and hopefully Mom will stop talking about him. Sorry if I'm being rude, but if you're so against going out with him, can't you just tell Mom up front? It's not like she can force you to speak with him. I know, but I feel bad. I've been so busy with work, I feel like we only ever get to see each other at weddings and funerals. I figured setting me up with her friend's son was her way of spending more time with me, be it on the phone or in person. Before I confront her, I'll try my best to defuse the situation by scaring away Gabriel. Okay, as you wish. Hello, it's Sally again. Right, sorry about what happened earlier. I don't know why my brother decided to play a prank on me. He can be a little childish at times. I don't know that either. Maybe you're just making things up. Perhaps you don't even have a brother. I swear I'm being honest. Anyway, I don't want you to get the wrong impression. Let's start over. Hello, my name is Gabriel. I'm a med school student. I enjoy pretty much every outdoor activity, fishing, hiking, camping, etc. What about you? I don't like outdoor activities. I hate nature with a burning passion. I'm sure you don't mean that. Perhaps you just prefer staying indoors. That's perfectly understandable. Outdoor activities aren't for everyone. No, I really do just hate it. I took great pleasure in breaking tree branches as a kid. Not just those that I randomly came across either. Each time I made a conscious decision to go out of my way and break a branch off a tree. Okay, how about swimming then? Your mother told us you enjoyed swimming. Do you like swimming?
Yes, I was the captain of my high school swimming team.
I see. Well, that's probably why my mother lied to you. I hate swimming. I can't stand it. Every time I'm immersed in the water, I feel like I'm drowning. That's why I can't take baths or wash dishes anymore unless it's in the shower.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
Really? Because I thought I was being pretty clear.
Okay, well, anyway, what do you do for fun then? There must be something you don't dislike.
Taxes.
Because you're an accountant?
I should love doing taxes because I'm an accountant? That's a hurtful stereotype.
So you don't love it?
It's my one and only passion in life. Of course I love it. Why are you in med school? Do you enjoy cutting people open, or were you blinded by the high earning potential?
Well, ignoring how tactless those questions are, I chose this career path because I wanted to help people.
Yeah, sure, and I'm 10 feet tall.
Listen, Sally, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but can we try being civil with one another? I feel like you aren't taking this seriously enough.
Why'd you assume that? It only feels that way because we have nothing in common. You aren't even my type.
What's your type?
Pilots.
Pardon me?
I like commercial airline pilots.
But you already knew I was in med school.
Well, yes, but you could have been both. Mother told me you were hardworking, but I guess not hardworking enough to be a doctor and a pilot. Frankly, it's a bit of a letdown.
I was told you had a younger sister, Sally. Is she there with you?
Are you trying to hit on my sister right now? She's married. Stay away.
That's not at all what I was trying to do. I just thought perhaps the one texting was your younger sister who was trying to chase me away. It'd have been a funny coincidence.
Our situations could never be alike. My sister's not some tween. She's 25.
My younger brother's 26.
What?
He's staying at my place before he finds a more stable job.
And you don't lock your phone?
Well, I'm the only one with a working data plan, so he uses my phone pretty often. I don't mind, since I really don't have anything to hide. He mostly just uses it to play games. I don't think he even realized he was texting my potential date. Once again, I'm sorry.
I see. Well, bye for now.
Bye?
God, this is mortifying. What came over you all of a sudden? You embarrassed me in front of my best friend.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We drove to her son's apartment to make sure this time you two had a normal conversation. I watched in horror as Gabriel tried his best to start an earnest conversation only for you to say something outlandish and shut him down. I couldn't even warn you to stop acting immature with Andrea standing right next to me. You were cheating. That wasn't a part of our deal. Well, neither was you driving to his house and forcing him to text me. This whole situation's just ridiculous. Aren't you at least going to apologize to me? For what? Sure, maybe I did act a bit immature, but you left me no choice. I had to make sure you'd stop pestering me. I can't believe this. I've told you time and time again I'm doing all this for your own good. Why are you refusing to cooperate? I don't want to hear any more excuses. I only humored the idea because I figured you knew what I was looking for in a future husband, but clearly it didn't work out. But he said it was his brother. He was being so respectful to you. I was there. I saw it all. That no longer matters to me. I'm putting my foot down. Either you stop bringing up the topic of relationships and marriage with me, or I'll stop contacting you. Sally, are you out of your mind? How can you say something so absurd to your mother? I've been nothing but caring and loving to you. I don't deserve this kind of treatment. I know, and I appreciate all you've done for me so far. I really do. That's why I'm giving you a fair warning before going through with this. I'll get married when I've found a suitable partner. End of story. If you insist.
Hello, Sally. It's Gabriel. Do you have a moment to talk?
Sure, what is it?
Sorry to bother you, but your mother seems to have left her gloves at our place. I'd ask my mother to return them to her, but we had a small argument yesterday and she's blocked my number. These are Kathy's gloves, right?
Yes, they are. Are you home? My office isn't too far from your apartment. I could come over and get them.
I am, but I have to leave in a minute or two. I'll leave the gloves here. I'll warn my brother that you're coming and he'll let you in.
All right, thanks.
No problem.
Oh, and sorry about yesterday. I didn't mean to put you in an uncomfortable situation.
It's fine, really. I get it. I was acting childish, too. I've been dealing with this ever since I broke up with my girlfriend of 5 years. I keep telling my mother that I'm not quite ready to start dating again, but she refuses to take a hint.
I'm sorry to hear that. These transitional periods when the cultural and generational values are drastically shifting are hardly ever smooth.
Tell me about it.
I drove to Gabriel's apartment and was greeted by his younger brother. As I was getting ready to leave, he asked me if I wanted to stay for a cup of coffee. He confirmed it really was him on the phone that day. Apparently, Gabriel had handed him the phone and asked him to make me lose interest in him. We talked for a few hours over coffee. Contrary to what I'd assumed based on his texts, he's a great conversationalist. Turns out he's a game developer who works from home. He showed me some of his projects, which I found pretty impressive. We're meeting for lunch this Sunday. Fingers crossed that everything goes well.